Good morning, dear friends. Uh, Welcome back to IoT subject. Today we'll start the another concept of module 3, that is devices, gateways, internet and web cloud services software development. Okay, up till now in the last classes we know how the IDE platforms are used. We are using Arduino platform as a device platform, and there we saw how we can develop a code, how we can test the codes using Arduino board, and we also discussed how programs are written. There are three steps: step 1 declaration part, step 2 setup part, step 3 loop. So we discussed two important programs. One is traffic light control, another one is reading from sensors and devices. Today we'll see how devices can be connected to the cloud services through the gateways. So as you know, gateway is nothing but it's a connecting point between sensors and cloud. So here in this particular concept, we discuss, analyze and program the device, gateways, internet connectivity, web and cloud applications using the open source implementations of Eclipse IoT stack. Here we have to develop the software. So here software development can be done through one working group called Eclipse IoT stack. It's a group, it's a leading organization which is used very much for IoT stack development or Eclipse IoT stack. So it's a software. So here we have to see the figure shows 5 levels for software development, because we are here we are developing the software. So 5 levels are used for application and services in IoT or MTN, machine to machine architecture. The first level, which is nothing but physical data link and application layer software using IDE, which include all the devices. So here we have to see the first layer and its belonging. Then second layer is IoT or MTM, area local network and gateway software. So that's why I told gateway is the connecting point between your device and the cloud. Then third layer we call it as network and transport layer software. So how these are, see, we studied so many times these client and server, the concept. So that can be done or that can be studied in this third layer, third levels. Then fourth level, application support layer and API. Then last one is application layer API software. So this is the last one where we can develop the web connectivity, cloud connectivity, APIs development, web applications. Okay, how these are controlled, or how these are executed using the input from the sensors. So this is very important things. So this also asked in the examination with a neat diagram, explain the 5 levels of software development for IoT. So this is there. So very important, gateway is the connecting point between the device, IoT device, that is sensors, to the web cloud objects. Now we have to look the software such as Eclipse IoT, which enable the development of software for the first, second, third levels. Okay, so we already studied first level physical data link, then second level is IoT area network, then third level is network and transport layer software. So all these are developed using the software called Eclipse. The software enables the device gateways connectivity to the internet and cloud server. So here we have to use some protocols. We already studied web based or web communication protocol and message communication protocol. Web communication protocol, for example, COAP and the lightweight M2M, we already discussed in the module 1, last part of the module 1. So these are also used for this software development, and also we use message communication protocol such as MQTT and XMPP. MQTT message queue, the protocol. Then XMPP is also very important. Okay, so that protocol is also used to develop the software for this IoT applications. Then here we are using a software development tool called Eclipse IoT Stack, and for that we need to know the features of Eclipse IoT Stack. So as we know, the first one is it's a open source specification. Very important thing is it's a open source specification. This one, it's a open source specification as per the OSGI. OSGI is the Open Service Gateway Initiative. So it's a standard used to approve the specification. So that is approved by this particular Eclipse IoT Stack. Then it provides it's a provision for simpler open source implementation and programs, services and bundles development. It consists of the component and framework for the IoT solutions. It provides everything, IoT solutions, then framework, then provision for open source technology which enables easy programming in Java. So Eclipse IoT Stack is very much depends on the Java. So Java language and Java applications. It enables usage of protocol functions provided in the lightweight M2M. So that's why and MQTT, message queue transmit protocol. So this is also used, and sometimes it is also depends on the COAP, constraint application protocol. Provisions the IoT gateway services for remote management and application management. That's what I told. This is very important to make it will program the gateway. So in order to connect between your sensor device and the cloud servers. Okay, so web based objects and the end user objects. So this is also done through this particular software. Then provision for the new solution for devices connectivity to the internet and the remote management. And last one is its support of large number of institutions including Cisco and IBM. See, this is very important. Support of large number of institutions including Cisco and IBM. Cisco is the very giant company in the network side. So that all these companies are also supported by this particular software. So this is very important. So this can be done, and again Eclipse IoT Stack includes device platform for physical data link adaptation layers. Okay, so again we have to see the table 9.1 next one, which provide the Eclipse implementation and frameworks included in Eclipse IoT Stack. Okay, so there are two column table it is. First column is Eclipse implementation framework, how it does, it's a name, then description, what actually operation is done in that particular implementation of framework. Okay, so first one is Eclipse PI4J, it's a name standard, a framework based on wiring Pi and Pi face, then GERT board and other shields which support I2C, SPI, GPIO interface in the sensors actuators. So it support I2C, SPI, serial peripheral interface, and GPI, so general purpose input output. Then second one is Eclipse Koneki, a set of functions for embedded Lua language based development of device applications. So all these are. Then one is Eclipse Mihimi, an embedded Lua runtime which provide provision for hardware abstraction. The last one is Eclipse Cricket. So it provides the system of rules when programming edge devices. So this is very important. Edge device comes into picture because you are making the program for the gateways. So gateway can connect the sensor to the server. So that's why edge device comes into picture. Then next one is how Eclipse IoT Stack applications are used for any number of projects. So after developing the software by the Eclipse IoT Stack, so here in the Eclipse IoT Stack we use 5 levels. So first 3 are common, then next 2 are level 4 and level 5 in order to design the applications. For that, what kind of project can be supports? Okay, so here again it's a 2 column table. First column it gives the Eclipse implementation and framework, then again description, just like a project. So first project Eclipse Smart Home. So in the smart home what happens, a set of implementations for projects for smart homes using wireless and wired protocols and network protocols. So through this particular smartphone by Eclipse, we can do both wireless as well as wired. So that's why to control the home appliances. Okay, so that is very very important. Then Eclipse SCADA. SCADA is nothing but supervisory control and data acquisition. It's a very big project. So that can be done. So a set of SCADA functions for usages such as factory automation, industry pressure processes, buildings and health system. See, using SCADA, you can do the automation for the factory, industrial processes, even for health system also, even for some automation things for the hospitals that can be done through this SCADA. Then Eclipse OM2M. So that is open source implementation for smart M2M, machine to machine communication, and one M2M standard that enables developing services on horizontal M2M service platform. And the implementation is independently of the underlying network and facility. See, very very important. Whatever network you use, whether it is 2G, 3G, whatever, so it is independent, but you have to use some open system implementation of smart M2M or one M2M standard that enables developing services. So this is very very important. So in this today's discussion, we studied the software development using Eclipse IoT. It's a big very popular and leading organization which will develop the software for the IoT applications. So in the last class we studied the different IDE tools, Arduino boards, and some coding techniques or some example which try to write some programs. But today we have to study Eclipse IoT stack, which is very much used for development of software for the IoT applications. So these are the things which can be used for IoT applications. Okay, so this is for today's class. Thank you.